Is Tiger a bigger sports icon than one Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
The question is objectionable. The answer is so laughably and obviously no. But he's not even in the debate. The debate is Muhammad Ali or Michael Jordan. If you wanted to include someone else, it would probably be like Pele or someone like that. Or Babe Ruth in this country. Or, you can go to a lot of people. Tiger Woods is not one of them. First of all, he doesn't play a sport. He plays a game which is only by either the most liberal or narrow definition of sport, which I would define and challenge anyone on this, would be defined as any competition through which you can accurately gauge the athleticism of its participants. You can't really do that with golf, only very narrowly. But secondly, it's not like I want to be like Tiger. It's I want to be like Mike. Michael Jordan, first of all, Tiger Woods is not even established as the best who ever played his sport, if you want to call it that. He still hasn't caught Nicklaus, according to many. He's in a group with Nicklaus and Hogan, according to many. Michael Jordan is practically universally acknowledged as the greatest who ever played his sport, so he's not even that in his own game, which I think is an inferior athletic competition to the one Michael Jordan plays. But he also doesn't do things like outsell the current superstars' sneakers 10-1. Michael Jordan hasn't played in almost 20 years, and his sneakers outsell LeBron freaking James 10-1. This isn't close. I'm insulted by the question.
Whatever.
And the answer is, actually, Michael Jordan is not the biggest sports icon of all time. It's Muhammad Ali, but Jordan is second. And Tiger Woods not in the conversation.
But are we actually talking about the word icon enough in this conversation, Max? Because an icon to me has to have two qualifications. Number one, he needs to be different than what came before, substantively different, such that he has a place in history, whether it's marketing-wise or whether it's perception-wise, actually establishes that he is a break in the chain. The second thing is that he actually needs to be hard to replace. When Michael Jordan retired, what happened?
The NBA took a huge hit.
No, but we all still watched basketball.
No, many fewer of us did.
Yes, but we still watched basketball. What happened, Max, when Tiger Woods stopped playing golf?
I don't know.
Exactly, because we all stopped watching golf.
Max never watched.
We all stopped watching golf. Tiger Woods, based on the numbers, if I may bring in Asia into the conversation, because I am Stephen Asian Smith, sitting next to Stephen A. Smith for the first time ever. In China, who was the most popular basketball player? Kobe Bryant. Not Michael Jordan. Based on sheer numbers, Tiger Woods is the guy with more global drawing power than anybody else so named in this conversation.
Go ahead, Bomani.
No, it's Michael. There is Michael Jordan and there is everybody else. And I hate that you kind of stole my thunder on this point because there's not enough really credence given to this. The idea of the Be Like Mike ad campaign. Michael Jordan's whole steez was get like me. And our response collectively was, yeah, I'm going to try to do that, Mike. Right? Like me and my brother were talking about this. Think about this with the long shorts and Michael Jordan. It wasn't as though there was this gradual process and the shorts got longer. Michael Jordan was wearing long shorts, and then literally the next thing you knew, everybody except for John Stockton was out here in those shorts. Don't nobody want to be like Tiger Woods. We can appreciate the magnitude and the greatness of Tiger Woods and be honest about the fact that there's a certain novelty to his existence in this space in which he exists, right? But dude, Jordan is that one. Post Babe Ruth.
Grown a mullet, and we all would have started rocking mullets.
Right. It's a completely different situation. What I think we have with Tiger Woods is an appreciation for transcending greatness that takes place in a space that we don't even necessarily traffic in, and a lot of us dig the fact that that dude is beating those dudes at their game. However, we can't use this argument that people stopped watching golf when Tiger Woods went away. That's not about Tiger Woods as much as it is about golf. We just don't really dig golf like that. We already dig basketball. Michael Jordan even went and got those people, the last 5 or 6 that couldn't even rock with that. He brought them over, and it's hard to bring them over because the reason it's hard to bring them over ain't about sports.
Well, excuse me. I disagree with both you and Max, first of all. And you just made an argument for me that supports my position because you talk about what the transcendent figure that is Tiger Woods. You made my argument for me when you brought up Ali. Ali wasn't undefeated. The operative word here is bigger. It's not about better. Michael Jordan was undefeated in 6 championships. I think it would have been 8 had he not stepped away and would go play baseball. I think he would have won 8 straight for crying out loud. We know he's unblemished. We know people wanted to be like Mike. We know what a phenomenal athlete he was. But when you talk about bigger, you're basically talking about global appeal. You're you're talking about some of those things that he brought up. And this is why it matters to me, because that's what we say about Ali. Ali was not undefeated. Ali lost to Leon Spinks, for crying out loud.
112 years old.
I'm just saying, again, he did lose to Frazier, okay, the first go-round. He lost to Frazier as well. All I'm trying to say to you is he's Muhammad Ali. He wasn't just the greatest because he was this phenomenal boxer that was quick and had power and had incomparable skills at the time, as far as I'm concerned, and beat practically everybody that you put in front of him, never ducked any fights. The biggest thing about Ali was the global iconic figure he had become because of the adversity that was associated with him and what he had overcome.
I think you can make the argument that the global appeal of Michael Jordan helps make it possible for Tiger Woods to have the effect that he does. You say
That's true.
Hold on. You say that what's his name? Kobe Bryant is bigger in China than Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Well, how much did they pay attention to basketball in China before Michael Jordan?
There's a sleight of hand taking place, and this is how Tiger Woods winds up as the #1 athlete in the world on Sports Illustrated. Ridiculous. Here's a sleight of hand. Let's make a common denominator, call it sports. We'll call golf a sport, and we'll call basketball a sport. Never mind the fact that basketball demonstrates infinitely more athletic ability than golf does. Never mind the fact that basketball is immeasurably more popular globally than golf is.
Never mind the fact we're talking about a sport doesn't mean that we're talking about athleticism.
Never mind the fact that the economic activity generated by golf is generated by a much smaller percentage of privileged people, right, than basketball, which is generated because it's growing so fast because it's intrinsically so much more interesting. Okay, never mind all that. Once you create the common denominator and equalize, now you could say, since Tiger did this in golf, what has Jordan done? And you can start to compare them. So the premise is absurd. There is no comparison. But even with that common denominator, Jordan is stomping him.